Go straight up. Keeper calls for it and keeper Sherul captain takes a good catch. So Abhishek falling off the second ball of the match goes for the swivel pull, gets the top edge and Sherul keeps his eyes on the ball and takes a smart catch.
सर झुका के कर सलाम है शाम शानदार आसमां से आ गिरी है शाम शानदार चक दे अंधेरा चांद जला दे बल्ब बना के फिक्र न करियो करना भी क्या है बिजली बचा के बिला खुशी के जाम शानदार.
Captain strides out to the middle, deep on strike. Just falls short of the field at third man. No cars are allowed to be parked inside the SCI grounds. So whoever has brought their car inside, please remove your car from the ground. In the air, but will go past the fielder and past the boundary. Deep collects his first four. So except the SCI owners, no other cars are allowed to be parked inside the SCI ground. Please remove your car from the ground if you have brought it inside. You can park either at the temple premises or outside. Please don't park on the SCI ground. No cars are allowed. High, handsome. Well tried there by the fielder. Keeps it inside the boundary. That's the best he could have done under the circumstances. Keeps it down to only 2 runs. There's a red, Mercedes and a black BMW or a grey, dark grey BMW parked on the far side. If you're a top edge and Sherul again. A second wicket for the bowler Ratnesh. 2 wickets in this over. This time the big wicket of the captain dismissed. Anuj with the ball in hand to bowl second over for Podar Lions. A good start for them already. 2 wickets down. Score is 6. Who's the new batsman? So right now on strike is Ushan? Ushan on strike. So Harshal off the mark as well with that single. Both batsmen off the mark now. Score is 8. On the full, slight fumble allows them to get another single. Nicely, Harshal. Boundary beyond the maximum for Harshal. Slightly short and he needed no second invitation. Superb strike by him. Score moves to 15 with that 6. Straight to the fielder and a dot ball. So that ends over number 2. Score for Anita Stars after 2 overs. 15 for 2 after 2 overs. Well fielded there by Meg. Keeps it down to 2 runs. It's Ratnesh bowling his second consecutive over. That's going to be down the leg side and a wide signaled by the umpire. In the air. Bounces well short of the fielder. They're going back for the second. And Ratnesh tried to flick the ball back onto the stumps. He didn't realize he had more than enough time to probably collect it. Anyway, 2 runs to Ushan. Could have been dangerous, but he gets 2. Score moves on to 20. And puts in the dive of his own bowling. Huge appeal, but was probably sliding down leg. Not out, says the umpire. And it's a leg by. Straight to the fielder. A dot ball. Again, well pitched up, and all he can do is drive it back to the bowler. So Two overs, two good overs bowled by Ratnesh. At the end of 3 overs, score for Anita Stars is 21.
सर झुका के कर सलाम है शाम शानदार आसमां से आ गिरी है शाम शानदार चक दे अंधेरा
Nicely struck. There is a fielder there in the deep and he keeps it down to a single. So again, Anuj bowling his second over on the trot. 22 is the score. Nicely struck this time, past the fielder. The pace on the ball, doing enough to carry it past the boundary. So another boundary for Harshal. His second 4. 1-6 to go with that boundary. So the score moves on to 26 with that 4. This time rocks back. Direct hit would have been interesting. In the end, they go through for that single. Nicely struck by Ushan this time. Through the vacant mid-wicket area and a boundary for him as well. So both batsmen getting boundaries in this over. That's going to be a 6-star on the roof by Ushan. So finally he makes good connection. 4 followed by 6 for him. Now getting into his stride. Both these batsmen finding their feet now. And this time, all the fielders pushed right back. Meg does well and keeps it down to only a single. Still, a great over this one for Anita Stars. After the end of 4 overs, score is 38. So despite losing those 2 early wickets, going along nicely are Anita Stars. 38 for 2 after 4 overs. So Akshat has the ball in hand, looking to stem the flow of runs. Tried to guide it past the keeper, but Sherul does well, and it's a dot ball. Again, can't quite find the gap in the field. Ushan, another dot ball. tried to do what he did of the first ball of the over. Now looking at the umpire, but no wide, says the umpire. It's another dot ball. So 3 dot balls for Akshat. This time he gets an easy paddle down leg. Fielder chasing after it, gets the leg onto it and just stops it from beyond the rope, before the rope, but they collect 3 runs. So good fielding, but good running as well between these two. 3 runs collected by Ushan. Nicely struck by Harshal down the ground for a single. One request to all the spectators present here, please don't litter the field. There's a lot of garbage lying on the field. There are enough garbage cans and containers put. A kind request to all of you to please dump the garbage inside the provided garbage area, cans and containers. Don't increase the work of the volunteers and the organizers. Ends over number 5. Your score after 5 overs is 43 for 2. So Sherul now gives up his keeping gloves to take the ball. Dev taking the wicket keeping duties for this over. The size change as well after 5 overs. In the air. And straight in and straight out. What would have been a wicket for Sherul first ball ends up in 2 runs. Pitched right up. And this time the rebound takes it to the fielder in the deep, keeps them down to only a single. Score 46. That's way outside off and that's a wide ball. Full toss. And again, Akshat makes superb ground, but unfortunately cannot quite hold on to it. He got there, caught it, but the tumble resulted in the ball dropping out of his hands and a single again. So a life for both batsmen in this over. Ushan and Harshal both benefiting from that drop catch. Back to the bowler, dot ball. Top edge. And this time Dave makes no mistake. So finally Sherul gets a wicket. could have had a wicket match earlier. In the end, that's the end for Ushan.
सर झुका के कर सलाम है शाम शानदार आसमां से आ गिरी है शाम शानदार चक दे अंधेरा चांद जला दे बल्ब बना के
Another wide ball. A single to end over number 6. After 6 overs, score is 50 with that single. So 50 comes up and your score after 6 overs is 50 for 3. Piyush is the new batsman on strike. Car with number plate India. Unless you have a car pass to park at the SCI ground. You have it? India is allowed? Okay. I was asked to announce so. Akshat bowling his second over, starts with a dot ball. So that slight misfield allows them to take 2 runs. Good running, especially by Harshal. He was running to the danger end. 2 more runs to Piyush. Quick single again. Score 53. Take this opportunity to thank our sponsors JK Diamond for sponsoring this year's AIPL. Nicely struck through the gap on the offside by Piyush. Good throw again and keeps them down to only a single. Superb strike by Harshal. Another 6 for him. He is rollicking along nicely here. In the roof. Score after 7 overs, 61. Waiting for the umpire signal. Power play over. Yeah, it's a signal for the compulsory power play over now. So that means only 2 fielders allowed outside the 30-yard circle. And it's going to be Vrushal. Vrushal is going to bowl the power play over. So this is his first over. Piyush on strike. Now with the base set and only 3 overs left, these two will be looking to charge along here. Swing, miss, past the keeper. Into the boundary. It's 4 runs. In fact, Piyush had got some bat onto it, so 4 to him. And the first ball of the power play results in a boundary. Score moves on to 65. Well bowled. Nice pace and nice bounce there for Vrushal. Dot ball. Oh, good effort by the point fielder there. Just falls out of his hands and they get a single. Brings Harshal back on strike. Can he continue to find a few big hits of his own? Mid-wicket in action and Akshat makes no mistake. So looking for another 6. Harshal loses his wicket. Nicely judged by Akshat and a good wicket for Vrushal to pick up in the power play over.
गर्दिश में फिर अपनी सरजमी
66 for 4 now. We are in the 8th over, the power play over, and the big man himself, Chirag Bhai, strides out into the center. Remember, he played a winning knock in the last match to put up Anita on the board. Reverse hit first. Ball, but straight to the fielder position. Exactly for that. Pranay makes no mistake. And back-to-back wickets for Vrushal.
मन बलवान लागे चट्टान रहे मैदान में आगे जो झुंझार होते यार वही.
New batsman Bhavesh to face the hat-trick ball from Vrushal. Teams for the next match: Nishan Titans and Mystery Challengers. Please come over the captains for the toss after the completion of this innings. Nishant versus Mystery Challengers. Hat-trick ball coming up. Bhavesh on strike. Mystery Challengers, please submit your team sheets before the toss. We need the team sheet from the Mystery Challengers. We already have it from the Nishan Titans. So end of 8 overs, score 67. 67 for 5 after 8 overs, 2 more overs to go in this inning. Sherul with ball in hand. Bhavesh and Piyush at the crease. Dave, the wicketkeeper, does the fielding and keeps it down to a single. 68. Score 68. Well bowled, pitches it right up. Dot ball. This time he finds some sort of connection. Rachin chasing after it and puts in the dive and keeps the ball in play and keeps it down to 2 runs. Again, pitch right up. Piyush doesn't want the single. And Bhavesh sacrifices his wicket. Piyush was sure there wasn't a single there. Bhavesh thought he could make it through. In the end, ends up running himself out.
Bravo, DJ, bravo, DJ, bravo, DJ, bravo. Champion, 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 champion. Everybody knows say bravo, a champion, 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 champion.
Goes again for the reverse hit. Fails to connect. Brilliant over by Sherul so far. Again, cannot get it anywhere. And a dot ball to finish over number 9. 70. Only 3 runs again conceded by Sherul. 70 is the score for Anita Stars. 1 over to go. Vrushal has the ball in hand, going to bowl the final over. Chirag Motani on strike.
Beauty Manan is there, so he should be giving it. Yeah, Manan is here. So Manan, team api. Sambar tane kale bola hoto to.
Some connection by Chirag. Pranay making full use of his height there, keeps it down to a single. Again, superb pace there by Vrushal. Piyush late into the stroke and it's another dot ball. Driven down the ground. Pranay is there at the long off boundary and again he keeps it down to a single.
Single, right?
Score 73 with that single. Well bowled again, keeping it outside off, not allowing the batsman any room, and another dot ball. So final ball of this innings coming up with the score on 73. Swing, miss, dot ball, repeat. And a super over by Vrushal. 10 overs completed. Anita Stars end up with a score of 73. That was the score more or less that they achieved in the first match, but that was, remember, while chasing. Can they defend this score while putting it up first on the board? So the winning target required for toss captains, mystery challengers, Nishan Titans. Please come to the center for the toss. Manan and Sonic and Manan striding out to the center. Umpires, please conduct the toss.
जो झुंझार होते यार वही सरदार सा लागे
Umpires, if we can have you at the center, at the pitch for the toss. One of the umpires, if you all can come for the toss, please. Okay, so who are the umpires for the next match? Yeah. Yeah, they're coming. वो अंपायर के पास सब कुछ है. For Anita Stars, Piyush is going out and Arnav is coming in as the impact player. For Podar Lions, Bennett is coming. Bennett becomes Bennett and Bennett becomes Bennett. So Bennett comes in as the impact player. Going out is... Wait, we'll have to ask. Anuj? We think Anuj Buddhadev is going out, if that is correct. Can someone from Podar Lions? Yeah. क्या हुआ toss? So Nishan Titans won the toss for the next match. They're going to bat first. That's the toss news for the next match. Anuj has been substituted out and Binit comes in as the impact player for Podar Lions. Palash. So it's not Anuj who's been substituted out, it's Palash who's been substituted out and Binit comes in as the impact player. Okay, fine. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Who's the opening batsman? So Ratnesh and Sherul are the two batsmen. Deep, the captain with ball in hand. Yeah, we are ready to commence. Umpires, scorers are ready. Umpires are ready. We are all set. Target 74. Sherul wants a single. A late call, but the throw is wavered. And in the end, they'll end up picking up 2 runs. Nicely cut away behind point. They'll think about the second. Ratnesh wants it. And he puts in the dive. Good running by Ratnesh. He was sure he wanted to come back. Well bowled. Dot ball.
Anita score to 73. I thought it would go to 90. Very well. Pitches. Very safe.
Defended by Sherul. Keeps it out. Dot ball. Straight to Chirag Bhai and no single possible. Ratnesh को बोलते हुए go back into your crease and that ends over number 1. Score is 5 after the first over.
Sorry. All the team owners.
Oh, probably coming out from the shade into the sun. He lost sight of the ball at the last moment. Umpire, is it boundary? Yeah. 4 runs. He had his eyes on the ball, but unfortunately lost it in the light. A boundary for Ratnesh again. This time, the fielder makes no mistake. Good catch by the fielder at mid-wicket. Shrey picks up his first wicket.
Who was the catcher? Any idea?
Harshal there with the catch, making sure he kept his feet inside the boundary rope. And a much needed wicket for Anita Stars. First wicket down.
Very important. Score is 9.
9 the score after 1.2 overs. High full toss, no ball signaled. and despite not connecting, he will get a free hit. Dave is the new batsman, and the best that he could have asked for. Free hit coming up. Swing and a miss. Going for a big shot there. Fails to connect. So a good comeback by Shrey. Dot ball. Straight down the ground and straight into the fielder's lap. Another wicket. Dave dismissed for no score. 2 wickets in this over for Shrey. Anita fighting back. White ball. New batsman is Akshat. Well kept there. Saw the deflection of the bat, but fast hands there and prevents the single. Rehan there doing a good job behind the stumps. Full toss. Chirag Bhai at the edge of the circle keeps it down to a single. A single to finish. So at the end of 2 overs, your score is 12. 12 for 2 after 2. And now with the ball in hand is Chirag Bhai. Taken gaps in the field on the onside, a single to him. Score 13. And he's taken. What a big wicket. Chirag celebrates like a youngster. Superb catch. It was right in his lap, but still, given the occasion, it was an important catch. So Chirag picking up Sherul's wicket. Captain dismissed. And now Podar Lions under a bit of pressure. 3 down. Arnav there with a with a cool catch taken at the boundary. Nicely judged by him. As soon as Sherul hit the ball, he knew he was in trouble. He knew the fielder was there, and the fielder makes no mistake. A good catch by Arnav and a good wicket for Chirag. He's even more animated now, and Rachin strides out to the center. Loud, clear call of no. Chirag fielding of his own bowling. He's got his tail up after that wicket. Nicely struck, but straight into the arms of Chirag. And look at Chirag celebrate. Chirag catch and Chirag bowled. I don't know if that was planned, but that's called bowling to your field. Motani at the right place and this time making no mistake. So 2 wickets in the over for Chirag has turned this match on its head. 4 wickets down now, Podar Lions, and struggling here. Like in the first match, remember they were struggling at 32 or 36 for 5, chasing 75, but they achieved it thanks to Chirag. Now with the ball in hand, he's picked up 2 crucial wickets. And one, just past the outside edge, tried to glide it fine, missed the edge. No harm done, dot ball. Divya Modi, the new batsman. And another miss. A superb over by Chirag comes to an end. Only a single conceded in this over and 2 big wickets. Score 13 for 3 after 13 for 4 after 3 overs. So Ushan has the ball in hand, marking his run up again. The 2 batsmen in the crease will have to decide how to go about it now. They've lost 4 wickets, remember, so have to be careful not to lose any more at this stage.
Parking, they're going, I think. No.
It's a no ball for height. Much needed respite. A car which is parked, the white car parked at the entrance. You're not allowed to park inside the SCI grounds. Please remove your car. Towards mid-wicket again. And what a catch! But it was a free hit. Sorry, it was a free hit, but great judgment there. Keeps it down to only a single. So batsman went for it because it was a free hit. In the end, only picks up 1. Another single. Score is 17. Cut away behind point. No pace on the ball, so the fielder can keep it down to a single. Brings Akshat back on strike. In the air. And again, Chirag it is who judges it to perfection. Another wicket down. Going for the big hits. Failing to clear the ropes. And Akshat loses his wicket this time. So a wicket for Ushan. Half the side down already for Podar Lions. 18 for 5 now. New batsman Vrushal. Vrushal will be on strike. You can't cross over, remember. The rules have changed. New batsman will have to take strike. Dot ball. Nicely flicked on the leg side to get off the mark by Vrushal. Ushan completes his over. At the end of 4 overs, your score is 19 for 5. Chasing a target of 74. Correct? So to bowl his second over is Chirag. Picked up 2 wickets in his first over. Can he continue now? Soft hands, easy single again for Vrushal. This time it will land safe just in front of Chirag. The bounce allows them to take 2 runs. The thought was good from Chirag. He wanted to try and make his best effort to try and take that catch, but it was never going to carry to him. So 2 runs. Another single this time to Divya. Good call between both the batsmen, and Vrushal makes it through safely. Score 24. Straight back to the bowler. Gives a glare to the batsman. Another dot ball. Nicely patted in front of square this time by Divya. But again, Abhi with the fielding at the boundary keeps it down to only a single. So another good over for Chirag comes to an end. At the end of 5 overs, your score is 25. So you still need another 49 of the remaining 5 overs to win. You don't get stressed. It's okay. It's only the first match. Change of ends after 5 overs. And Harshal has the ball in hand to... Beats the outside edge first up. Dot ball. Nicely struck down the ground this time by Divya. Single to him. Takes a step forward, does Vrushal, and then has to go back. In the end, a single to him. Short ball. Straight in, straight out, and it's gone beyond the boundary. 4 runs. Could have been a wicket. It was straight to him, but the pace of the ball resulted in it popping out of his hands. And unfortunately for the fielder, it goes for a 4 as well. Much needed boundary for Divya and his team. That's a wide down leg side, extra to the total. 32. Score 32. Well bowled again, pass a fielder and another single. So a few more runs coming in this over, much needed for Podar Lions. A dot ball to finish over number 6. 33 your score after 6 overs. Another 41 needed of the last 4 overs. Ushan will bowl his second over. Take outside edge and a single to Divya. Both these batsmen rotating strike nicely at the moment. We'll have to wait and see when they decide to switch gears and go for the big hits. At the moment, dealing in singles, the score is 34. Quick single, even though it was straight to the fielder. So one more to the total. Score 35. High. Not far enough. And both the fielders again, slight miscommunication. Left it for the other. In the end, the ball bounces safely between the two. Telling each other that it wasn't my call. 2 more runs, this time to Divya. Short and wide. Left alone by the score moves on to 38. Oh, making full use of his height, Ushan. To any other fielder, that would have been a single, not to him. Beats the outside edge again, does Ushan. Dot ball. High in the air. Ushan does amazingly well. Made good ground, kept his eyes on the ball and pulls off a nice cordon bolt. So, if I'm not mistaken, Ushan and Divya cousins. So, dismissing his cousin and getting another important wicket for Anita Stars. That's 6 wickets down now for Podar Lions with the score on 38. Your score is 38 for 6 after 7 overs. So off the compulsory power play over by the umpire. This has to be a big one for Podar Lions if they have to make a match of this. It's Meg who's made his way out to the center. Vrushal will be on strike for the start of the power play over. Deep has the ball in hand for the Anita Stars. Yeah. Score 38. 36 needed of the last 3 overs. Strike. Takes a step down the ground but can only hit it 2 extra cover for a single. Yeah. New batsman now at the crease is Meg. So he's left-hander, which means there'll be a slight change in the field. Down the ground. And through the hands of the fielder. But Chirag does well, rather, to back up and keeps it down to only 2 runs. Yeah. So Meg gets off the mark with that double. Well bowled. Vrushal calls him through for the quick single. And it's a leg by. Score moves on to 42. High. And again put down by the fielder. The overthrow, nobody at the stumps. 3 runs where there should have been a wicket. So, slight miscommunication in the field, a little bit losing their shape are the Anita Stars in that ball. That was 3 runs to Vrushal this time. Yeah. So, not in the fashion that they intended, but runs coming nevertheless in this over for Podar Lions. Make back on strike. Hit with enough force to cause a misfield from Ushan, gets a single. Score 46. Still 1 ball to go in this over. Takes a step down the ground. But this time, no mistake made by Chirag Bhai. Judges it to perfection and pumps his hands in celebration. A wicket for Deep and a catch for Chirag Bhai. So at the end of 8 overs, score is 46. 46 after 8 overs. Another 28 needed to win in the last 2 overs. So Pranay strides out into the center. A big hitter in his heyday. Can he find the big shots that his team needs? 2 overs left. 28 to win. Shrey, it looks like who's going to bowl over number 9. Meg on strike. Full toss. Well fielded there. Could have easily been a boundary. Instead, it's only a single. Meg upset at missing out. Have been a boundary. And that brings Pranay on strike to face his first ball. Pitched right up at the feet of Pranay. So only along the ground for a single. Score 48. Only as fast as the bowler and amazing stuff by Shrey. The umpires already signaled out at the bowler's end. Shrey trying to effect a run out at both ends. However, it's Pranay who's been dismissed. He put in the dive back to regain his crease, but just short, inches short, and a smart bit of ball by Shrey.
विजय मर्चेंट और विजय हजारे दोनों आउट.
You say no, just choose the scorer. No? Who's a new batsman? Who's back? Abhinit has come and Meg is on strike. It's already 9 down.
And right into the hands of the fielder behind square. I didn't see. There gets rid of Meg, and that's 9 down. That's the 9th wicket down for Podar Lions with the score on 48. 48. So the last pair at the crease. Shrey picking up another wicket. The last batsman is Anuj. Anuj on strike. Binit at the non-strikers end. Both these batsmen yet to face any ball. Shrey with his tail up.
ए भाई विनीत ने स्ट्राइक आपो यार टाल मस्त चमके जे
And this time Anuj gets a single to get off the mark. And because it was the last ball of the over, it means Anuj will remain on strike and we'll still have to wait a bit more to see if Binit gets batting. So at the end of 9 overs, your score is 49. Yeah, 49 after 9. So we'll have to see how close Podar can get to not hamper their net run rate too much. It is Harshal to bowl the final over. Nicely flicked by Anuj in front of square, and he gets another single. That brings Binit on strike. And that also brings up the 50 for Podar Lions. Short ball. And what a... Oh, he's taken it. Yeah, he's been given out. I think the ball jumbled out in celebration, but a great caught bowled by Harshal. So another wicket to him, and that ends the innings for Podar Lions with the score on 50. A resounding win for Anita Stars. Their second win, 3 runs. That's a big victory. So congratulations to Anita Stars for the second win. Yeah. Can we have the scorers for the next match? Nishan Titans, Mystery Challengers. Please send your scorers to the scoring area.